And now it's time to welcome our next guest, Sheryel Aschfort. She's been a matchmaker with the company South Florida Introductions for the last 27 years, and she also serves as the center director. She studied business and psychology in college and considers herself an expert in personality evaluation and memory. Sheryel, welcome to the show. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So what happened? Someday you were 11 years old and you went to school and you said, you know what, when I grow up, I want to be a matchmaker. Is that how it all started?
Absolutely not. No, actually, I was in another business, and I was recruited for this at a time when there were no matchmakers. I fit all the bill for everything that a matchmaker should be, and I had, in my business, learned about personalities. I had taken every course and learned about that. And I decided that this would be a good opportunity for me to try it out and see if I could matchmake with that personality evaluation. So.
And obviously after 27 years, it worked out very well. You have a great track record. In fact, I read that you have, to your credit, 1,500 marriages, to your credit.
Absolutely, yes.
Over that 27 years. That's pretty impressive. That's even more than Zsa Zsa Gabor, I might add, you know, as a side note. But so now we're here with the income generation, those of us over the age of 50. What makes dating different when you're in your 20s and 30s from when you're over the age of 50? Tell our income generation members a little bit about that.
Well, when you're in your 20s or 30s, what you're looking for is, number one, chemistry. You're looking for religious commonalities. You're looking for income potential. You're looking for having children together. And that's very different than when you're older. You're not having children. Religion doesn't become as important. And success should already be there.
So success is there. So what are you looking for then in the 20 seconds we have left in this block? Just more compatibility? Is that the friendship?
When you're older, you're looking for the entire package. You're looking for the physical attractiveness, but you're also looking for the package. Security is very important, and compatibility.
It's funny, our last guest said the same thing. You didn't hear that interview. After the break, I want to ask you some more questions about that. And I'd like you to stay with us. We'll be right back in a moment here on The Income Generation. I'm David Scranton, and we'll be back in a moment. Now it's time to welcome back Sheryel Aschfort, matchmaker and center director for South Florida Introductions, based in Boca Raton, Florida. Sheryel, thanks again for sticking around.
Great.
So, okay, you know, our last guest said this. Why is it that, you know, it's like you'd think that the whole Ken and Barbie syndrome, you know, you'd get over it once you got into your 20s or 30s and realize that there is no perfect other person. But yet, as she said and you said, people as they age tend to expect more. They want perfection even though they know it's not out there. Why is that?
Well, I don't know that I agree with they want perfection. I think everybody's 10 is different. Everybody's version of perfect is different, and they just want that feeling. It's sometimes what you think is Ken and Barbie, but it really isn't. It's an emotion, it's a feeling. I always tell people, think about the person that you most loved in your life and lost for some reason or never had, and that person put the number 10 on their head. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for that emotional connection.
Now, I want to hear this from you too. I asked our last guest this, but dating mishaps. Talk to me about some things that you tell people on the first date. If this happens, watch out for this. I know what my answer would be for that. What's your answer?
Well, there's a lot of things. I left my wallet at home. Would you like to share a meal or an appetizer? Why don't we have a drink, and then if it goes somewhere, we can have dinner. I get my car, you get in your car, and it doesn't pay for valet. There's a lot of hints, but also excessive texting or calling is another red flag as well.
A red flag, and excessive talking about oneself also, I would say, is probably a red flag. So, you know, when people get back to dating in their later years, is it that they're always looking to get married, or do you find these days that sometimes people are just happy just dating for the rest of their lives if they find the right person?
In fact, most clients coming to me that are older one of the things they say in the interview are, I don't want to get married. I'm never going to get married again. And
Well, what percentage of those changes their mind when they find the right person, though?
60%.
Yeah.
So people do get married. I always say, be careful what you wish for, because people who say they're never getting married are typically the ones that get married.
Never say never. I love it.
Never say never.
We need to take one more commercial break, so stay with us here. And you stay with us too. You're watching The Income Generation, and I'm David Scranton. We're here with Sheryel Aschfort. We'll be right back. Welcome back to The Income Generation. I'm David Scranton. We're here with Sheryel Aschfort, matchmaker and dating expert. Sheryel, okay, tell me about the secret formula. You started off as an expert at understanding people's personalities. So what do you look for in determining whether one person is going to be compatible with the other?
Well, when it comes to personalities, everybody has a work personality and a true personality. Your work personality should be opposite of the other person's work personality, and your true personality should be the same. So if you're an overthinker, if you're an accountant, if you're a businessman, if you're a business owner, that's personality I call a controller. That personality needs to be with a doer, entrepreneurial, risk taker. And if your personality is nurturing, your true personality, you need another nurturer. So I combine that with looks, age, hobbies, lifestyle, religion, and we throw that all into a pot, and we pre-select good matches for people. But we do backgrounds on everyone, so everyone is exactly who we represent them to be, as well as that personality matching. If you put that all together, and there's the honesty, the accuracy, and we do professional photos.
So what is it, though, you're looking for in those background checks, since you mentioned that's a good point, that maybe if someone's just out there dating on their own, that they really can't find out as well as you can?
Well, I would say anyone dating on their own needs to hire a background company, because the scammer that's going to take you for your identity is better at making you think he's the real guy than the real guy is. So what we look for is honesty, accuracy, history, financial stability, great work ethic. I'm looking for the whole package. The hobbies, the lifestyle, everything. We have close to 2,000 members, and we're member to member only. So anyone you meet, I will have met them, known them, done their personality, and feel that they're a good match for you.
30 seconds we have left. Tell our viewers who are married, who are now phasing into retirement, their life's changing, maybe they're trying to get to know each other again, best words of wisdom for them to stay happily married.
Stay happily married, because the grass is not greener on the other side, and everybody looks for what they can't get. It's an 80-20 rule in our business. 80% of the people want 20% of the people, and it's very difficult to find the dream person when you're older. We have to make exceptions. We have to look at a different package when we're older than when we're younger.
Sheryel, I learned a lot from you today. Thank you. You know, it's funny when you talk about work people being different, but being the same in their personal lives. That explains why Teresa, my better half, and I get along so well. So thank you for that wisdom.
Great.
Thanks for being here. And you stay with us. We'll be right back here with more on The Income Generation. We'll be back in a moment.